Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we are going to see the solution for the question reverse a string in an array. So suppose this is the array with a couple of string called hello. We need an output with the reversed order of this string. So let us get started. Here we can use swapping technique, but there will be 2-3 questions before we start the solution. The first question is tell where the loop is going to run and with what we are going to swap. So suppose if I run a loop and I start swapping the first element H with O, and then I move to the next element E and swap it with L, and then I go to L. If it is an odd number, the length is odd, then we are not going to touch it. And if it was even, so we are going to swap it here. Suppose it was again one E here, we'll be swapping it again. And that is it. Because if we go here and check again to E, so it was already swapped here, right? If I go here and again continue to swap it, this L was already swapped to E. So it doesn't make any sense to keep the loop going on. So we can just run this loop till half the length, right? So that is the first question. And what we are going to swap, what will be the number of, what will be the address of this element? For this, we have a idea. Suppose that this is the value of I, okay? So if H is equals to 0, the length is length minus 1 minus I, meaning it will be length is 5. 5 minus 1 minus 0, that is 4. So we are going to swap it with 4th, and the value of array of 4 is O, right? If I check for this too, so 5 minus 1 minus, in this case, I is 1. So 1 equals to 3. So we are going to swap it from array of I. So keeping these two things in mind, we'll just try to see a solution for this using the swapping method. Okay. So we are going to run a loop. Let I is equals to 0. We are going to run it till half the length, right? For getting half the length, what we can do is let half length is equals to math.floor array dot length divided by 2. So this will give us half the length. So we are going to use it. I is less than half length and I plus plus. Now, in order to implement the swapping method, we need a new variable that will be let temp. We are going to keep the value of array of 0 into this temp. So when I is 0 means the value of array of I, and then since the value of array of I is saved inside this temp, we are going to override the value of array of I with array of array of length minus 1 minus I, like this. We're going to swap it with this value, right? So that is why we are overriding the value of array of I to this. And once this is done, we can just simply override this value with temp. So I'll explain you once. But before that, let us just run this solution and see if this is what we are expecting. So you can see the expected value is as we were wanting it. So what is happening is when the loop starts, this I is 0, right? So we are just defining one variable called temp, and we are storing the value of array of I. Array of I is h at this point. Okay. So here the value of temp becomes h. Originally the value of array of I was h, but at this point it is going to be overwritten by array dot length minus 1 minus I. In this case, this is the value as 4. How? This array of length is 5 minus 1 minus 0, that is 4. And array of 4 in this case is O. So the value of array of I becomes O here. And in this case, this array of array dot length minus 1 minus I, in this case array of 4 is equals to temp. The value of temp was h. So it is swapping like this. So it will keep doing it till the half of the length of the array is covered, and then it is giving us the expected array. So yes, this was the solution for this question. If you found this video helpful, please like the video and subscribe to the channel. Thank you for watching.